You look through my phone all the time. Like, at least once a month, this girl would just do this thing where she takes my phone real quick and she's like looking through it. I'm like, dude, I don't have nothing going on. My life is boring. I'm not talking to anybody but you and like 2-3 friends.
I don't go through it once a month. I'll just pick up his phone sometimes and just do a quick little scan. And be on my merry little way.
What's up, McDermott fam? Welcome back to the McDermott way.
The only way we know how to do it.
Today we got a special video for you guys.
Yep.
What are we doing? What are we talking about?
We are talking about
cheaters.
Cheating.
Cheaters. We're coming for all the cheaters out there.
We're not coming for nobody, but we're
discussing it.
We're talking about cheaters today. So,
cheating, why people cheat.
Yeah.
Who cheats more? So the big thing is, who cheats more, men or women? That is the debate we're having today. We're gonna see, we're gonna discuss, we're gonna break it down, and we're gonna let you guys know who cheats more.
Yes.
Who cheats more?
Me or Steven?
Never. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, bell notifications. You don't want to miss no videos coming your way. A lot of fun, exciting videos coming up in the next couple days and couple weeks. And we're gonna get into this, but I'm just gonna let you guys know a lot of these questions come from this card game called Convo and Chill.
Yay.
You can't really see it. Anyways, it comes from this card game Convo and Chill, which is a Canadian card game, Canadian made, black owned business. So we're supporting these guys, and a lot of the questions we were thinking about talking about kind of come from these cards. We have a couple of our own too to mix it up a little bit, but yeah, we're gonna try to go through these cards and discuss this topic and see if we can get to the bottom of this. Who cheats more? Alright? First question is,
what? Should
your partner be allowed to go through your phone? Can they just go through your phone and do a little quick check? See what's up?
Okay, obviously if there's trust in the relationship, then you have no reason to, but at the same time, I feel like if you want to, why not? If that person's not doing anything, then...
I feel two ways about this. If your partner looks through your phone...
It depends
You shouldn't be too uptight about it if you have nothing to hide, right?
Yes.
But if your partner is continuously looking through your phone all the time, it's a little annoying because then I'm thinking, well, they fully don't trust me. They have to check my phone. Like, if you have to check my phone, obviously you have some kind of thought in your mind that I'm doing something behind your back.
But Steven, you told me, like, if I ever have the need to check your phone, then we shouldn't be together because I should trust you enough to not go through your phone.
You shouldn't have to be going through my phone every couple weeks just to make sure everything is...
The fact is, men are men, and who knows what you're entertaining on social media.
No trust.
There is trust.
If you trust somebody 100%, you should not need to go through their phone.
But if you want to, go through it, and who cares? Who cares if I go through your phone?
I think it depends on the reaction of your partner too. If you're going through my phone and I'm acting like super nervous and I'm acting weird and it just seems suspect, then you know there's probably something on that phone I do not want you to see. You look through my phone all the time. Like, at least once a month, this girl would just do this thing where she takes my phone real quick and she's like looking through it. I'm like, dude, I don't have nothing going on. My life is boring. I'm not talking to anybody but you and like 2-3 friends.
I don't go through it once a month. I'll just pick up his phone sometimes and just do a quick little scan. And be on my merry little way.
Exactly.
Anyways, next question.
So we've chalked it up to a little scan is okay. You just do a little scan and then you move on, all right? All right, the next question. This is an interesting one. We've talked about it before. If your partner has never posted any pictures of you on social media, when does it start to be like suspect a little bit, or you have to start worrying they're hiding you? Like, obviously you can't expect your partner to post a picture of you the first month or 2, or maybe even 3. Some people do, but some people like to wait. When does it become like something you're thinking about, like, are they hiding me? You know?
So, okay, this is different for everybody, but I don't think social media is that serious. So if you don't want to post your significant other, then that's your right. And who cares? Like, you don't have anything to prove to people. And so, I mean, I'm different. Like, I want you to post me.
Yeah.
No, because in the beginning, like, a lot of women trafficked through your Instagram and commented and whatever they commented. So for you, it's different because you had a lot of female followers already, and so they need to know.
They need to know what the deal is. He's taken.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You can comment all you want, but he's mine.
Yeah, but even if you didn't do it, like, I don't know, I'd prefer you to do it. But if you didn't, at the end of the day, social media is social media. It's not the end all be all of like your relationship.
Yeah, I do think it's a little weird if you're in a long-term relationship for years, or you have a wife and there's not one trace of your family or anything, especially if you're posting like your kids or your dog or all the things
I know someone who does that.
Yeah, that are all part of your life, but there's one thing missing, which is your spouse. I think that's just
or girlfriend.
Yeah, that's a tad bit weird. I think there comes a time where you at least gotta put a 1-2 picture up just to like confirm, you know?
Especially if it's been like years. Like, what is the reason for you not to post them?
Yeah, like people want to depict being single online is, I don't know. There's some questions there.
That's different.
Well, it kind of goes along with the whole thing.
Okay.
We post pictures, we have no issue with that, but I have been in relationships in the past where I didn't really post pictures and stuff, you know what I mean? But then there comes a thing where these people, you're unsure about your relationship, and then you're too quick, you post all these pictures, and then what happens when you break up? Delete. And it's a little bit embarrassing, I guess, because you're putting your life out there, and then you gotta take it back, and a couple months later you got a next girl up on your page, and like, oh, okay, he's not with so-and-so no more. So I don't know, it's kind of personal too when people get into your life a little bit. So
and people are nosy.
Yeah,
people want to see,
people want to know. It's up to you though. All right, guys, next question is, what do you think is worse, physical cheating or emotional cheating? And this is a tough question. This is something I really have to think about.
Both are wrong.
Yeah.
First of all. But for me, I feel like it's hard. Physical cheating's gross. Especially if you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Okay.
And then emotional cheating just cuts deep.
Yeah.
Like, especially if you fall in love with the person, like that would cut me deep.
Yeah.
I don't know, I can't even decide.
I think both hurt and both have their consequences. And I read some stuff recently where it says it almost depends on the man or woman too, right? Like, I don't want to, obviously, you know, there's exception to every rule, but a lot of people say men can physically cheat. Not that I'm saying this is acceptable in any way. They can physically cheat and still love their wife or whoever they're with. They can cheat like 100 times and still love you as much as they initially did, because for men it's just the physical attraction. They want to get that out. Okay. You know, and women, it's more emotional, comes down to if that's the worst of the two for them, because if they're emotionally invested in someone else, generally what they say is they've checked out of the relationship they're in. Oh yeah. Because women, like, the mental aspect of a relationship or even being intimate is just as important, you know what I mean? And for men it's more, some men obviously, you know, there's a mental aspect to it. You're in love, you make love or whatever, but the physical is very strong and intense for them, right? So that's why it makes it a little bit harder for them to keep themselves in check. For men.
But what do you think is worse?
I don't know what is worse. Like I said, what I'm trying to say is, for women, I think it's worse, emotional cheating. For men, I think it's just
so if I emotionally cheated on you, or emotionally or physically cheated on you, what do you think would hurt you more?
I think the emotional would hurt the most initially. And then the fact that you followed through physically, then that would bother me secondary. But the emotional part would hurt the most, because it's like, damn, we are connected right now, right? We're connected emotionally, mentally, you know what I'm saying? And for me to know that you took that away, it's like, can you get that back? It's very difficult to get that back, you know what I mean?
I just don't get it. Like, why cheat? Why not just either say you need a break in a relationship or just break up? Yeah. I mean, like, obviously if you're married, it's a lot harder. Yeah, of course. And so, like, the cheating is easier, but at the same time, like, I don't know, it's just a selfish act, right? So you're not thinking about your significant other.
Physical, emotional cheating, I guess we both have different views on it. And both are bad, guys. Try to stay away from both of them. Don't do it.
Next question, guys. Okay, so can you genuinely be in love with 2 people at once?
Some people would say yes. I've seen people say yes.
To be honest, it was hard for me to be in love with one person. I don't know. I think you could. Yeah, I don't think I could.
I can't see myself in love with 2 people. I think that would be... I just don't know if that's like physically or biologically
it takes me a while to, like,
possible.
Yeah. By the time I fall in love, like, we should already be in a serious relationship. And so how do you do that with 2 people? But at the same time, I guess it's saying, like, with anyone, not even dating or whatever. Like, maybe you're talking to someone and you fall in love and then you are with someone else.
Falling in love is a process. And the fact that you can do it 2 times, I don't know if that is possible. Especially because you're already you're first already in love with somebody, and then you have to do that process all over again with somebody while betraying the person that you supposedly love. I don't know if you can. I know a lot of people think you can be in love with 2 people and it's possible. Maybe there's circumstantial times where you could possibly, I don't know, it's weird. I don't think that is possible. I think that's strange. Is it really love if you're in love with 2 people?
Should a spouse who has recently decided to no longer be intimate allow their partner to have other intimate partners? So, listen.
You're all excited about this.
Yeah, because I was on Reddit.
Okay.
And there's this guy who, he had his wife and she just had a baby. Okay. And so she's going through postpartum and whatever. But like a year or 2 after, she just decided, like, I don't want to do it anymore.
She doesn't want to be intimate
anymore. And so, so she was like, you can go out to her spouse. She's like, you can go out and do whatever with whoever, but I just want to keep the relationship. I still want to be married, but I just don't want to do that anymore.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. So he was asking people, should he stay in this relationship or should he get a divorce?
That's interesting.
Even though she's allowing him to do that, like, what about the emotional impacts and, like...
I mean, my opinion is to each their own. If that works for them, then sure, go ahead and do it. But it is a little unorthodox to the traditional type of relationship that most of us are accustomed to, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's very strange.
Okay, but I have a question for you.
What?
Kind of going off of this. Like, what about when you get older?
Oh, God. I ain't that old.
Yeah, but obviously you're older than me. And so what if you get to a point where you can't? I can't do nothing.
No, nothing.
Wow.
You knew that coming into this relationship, the age gap. You knew about that.
I'm joking.
It's only 14 years. Relax. I'll be all right. I'll be able to, you know, do my thing. But that's a different situation because he had permission to do that. So that question is more so asking if the permission wasn't there and you're kind of sneaking behind the person's back, right? And you're kind of doing it on your own. But that is wrong. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
But this is asking the spouse who says they don't want to do it anymore, should they allow their spouse to go out and do it?
Should the spouse allow them to go out and do it? It's hard to say that.
I would say yes.
It's hard to say that. You have to think about why they're not doing it. Maybe you guys should have some communication and talk about why these things aren't happening in your relationship. Yeah. See if that can be solved first before you just hop, skip, jumping out the door and just find somebody else. Because that's not what a relationship is about, right? You need to have communication and figure out what the issue is between the 2 of you. So that's a very complex question because if the permission is there, sure, go ahead and do your thing. Yeah. But if it's not there, you guys need to talk and figure it out because that is an important aspect of a relationship and keeping it healthy and just being happy and all those things, man.
So what if I said no? Would you still... Okay, but what if I said, I didn't want to do it, no more. This is my answer, final. You're not allowed to go out.
I get it. We would have to have a conversation about why.
But that's a conversation. And the why is because I just don't want to do it.
Well, then
then what do you do?
That would be an issue. We would have to come to the bottom of why you're feeling that way. There's no way I'm just going to be like, all right, okay.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Yeah, that's not fair to the partner that all of a sudden this aspect of your relationship is just cut off when you came into the relationship with an idea of, this is the normalcy of how like relationships work, right? So
who do you believe cheats more, men or women?
Okay.
That goes back to the last one of like physical and emotional.
It connects to it, but
I would say like honestly like both. You can't even like, you can't say one cheats more than the other, because we all, like, men and women all be cheating regardless.
I don't think there's any like definite defined answer to this. I was watching another video and this woman, I think she was a therapist or something, she was saying that generally it seems like men cheat more because the way they figure these things out is through statistics. So it'll be like, you know, men and women checking off boxes and admitting to doing things. It's like a private survey thing, but men are more so willing in those circumstances to be like, yeah, all right, I cheated. You know, they'll admit what they've done, but women, they're more like private and secretive. So even if they haven't, even if they know this is just a private little survey, they're more likely not to even admit it there. They're more so holding it in.
Yeah, but that goes back to society, and like society saying women don't really cheat and women stay faithful, and
lies.
And so when you do step out, like obviously you don't want to admit it.
No, of course. So that's what I'm saying. So it generally it just seems like men cheat a lot more, but I honestly think it's probably pretty close. It could be even, who knows, like women could possibly cheat a little bit more. The thing is, I think it's easier for women to get away with it.
Why?
It's just so much easier.
Men are gonna say anything?
Men are not gonna say anything. If you wanted to, you know, be with another guy and you came to him with this proposition and said, don't tell Steven anything, he's more likely to be like, because like I said, it goes back to the physical thing. We're more physical creatures, right? So he'd be like, all right, my physical needs are being met. But when emotions come into play, so let's flip it, a man doing that to a woman saying, don't say anything, they get emotionally connected, and that's when they're hitting up his wife like, I love him, and then it just blows up into this whole thing. So I don't know. I think men and women are obviously, we're a lot alike, but the differences, equate to a different approach when it comes to things like cheating. Anyways, guys, like, comment, subscribe, bell notifications. You don't want to miss no videos. Let us know in the comments what you guys think about this. Who do you think cheats more, men or women?
And what is worse, physical or emotional?
That's a good question too. Yeah, so a lot of questions, a lot of stuff to think about. Just let us know what you guys think, and we will see you guys next time with more videos. Thank you for watching. We out of here.
Yo, hello, good evening. It's JoJo, Jazzy, Steven, and this Chantel, bacon number 3, she beaming. See, this the famo, we tighten it like some camo. We conquer all our battles, point to contra like some ammo.